Hi, I'm Chris Lopes.
And I'm Kimball Putnam with Burke Process Equipment. And today we're going to get together to talk about standard cavity style gear pumps and the Micropump patented suction shoe style gear pump.
Oh, looks like we have some examples here. Let's get to it.
All right. So let's start with the Micropump GL-H23
Great.
cavity style. Hopefully you can see the gear rotation in the end.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So it's a simple construction. End of the pump is the cavity plate. No, sorry, the bearing plate. A better picture of the inside. Now when I've got this rotating along with the arrow, Chris, can you point out where the inlet of the pump would be?
Yeah. The inlet's going to be right here. So your fluid is going to come right in here, travel around in the cavities, and then get pinched out on this side.
Right. So it's simple. Bearing plate, cavity, and then the gears. Simple construction. Two of the major advantages of this are suction lift capability and the fact that it can be run in reverse. Some applications require a pump in either direction, and this style can do that, whereas the suction shoe style that we're going to look at now does not, but it has other advantages.
Kimball, why would you want to run a pump in reverse?
To empty a tank, I guess, would be one example.
Okay.
Right, where you pump it in one direction, and then when you're done, you reverse the process and pump it out.
Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So now we'll take a look at this pump, which is the GC M23. It also, like this one, is on a 56C adapter. So these are for larger motors. They're easier to see. That's why I've got these. I've got two other pumps we can look at, which are more of your OEM style pumps that you'll see in large volumes. These are easier to look at.
So this is just the mounting plate.
This is just a mounting bracket that allows you to mount to a 56C frame motor. So in this case, because it comes apart a little bit differently, it's built differently, I'm coming in from the back side of the pump. This is the magnet cup. I'm going to take them off right here. And this is a heavy duty high pressure. This pump is actually capable of withstanding a system pressure of 1500 PSI.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there's the magnet. You can see where it engages the gear.
I see the teeth there.
Right. Now here is what the insides of the pump look like, being different from your cavity style. Maybe you can open that cavity style up again. Slide it over here. All right, so the difference is that the suction shoe is designed to sit in what I call an abbreviated form. Here's where it creates the cavity walls. So the fluid is passed, again, between the teeth like you see over here, and the walls, in this case, of the suction shoe. The suction shoe is held in place by that spring. One thing you don't want to do is have a high inlet pressure, because it can lift this off the gears. That's the purpose of the spring and this cup right here to hold the suction shoe in place. The suction shoe style has advantages over the cavity style in that it uses that top of the shoe to give you an advantage in high pressure applications. So it's pressure loaded.
Yeah.
And you get more efficiency than you would with the cavity style, where if you have a higher back pressure, you can have some slip on thinner fluids that goes back. It loses some efficiency.
Okay.
But with the suction shoe style, it operates better at higher pressures.
So the suction shoe floats, right?
It doesn't float,
Does it?
but it's not fixed, I guess, right?
Okay.
So it's not supposed to float around.
It's held down by this.
This holds some pressure, some tension on the spring, which holds it in place.
But it's not bolted down like this one, for example.
Correct.
And this suction shoe does the same work as this entire piece here. Is that right?
That's right, because all you really need to do is create the seal between the gear teeth and a surface. This is the shape of a full cavity style surface.
Okay.
And this is the shape of the suction shoe surface. As long as it can create that little bucket between the teeth and a wall, and that's what this does. But it does provide you with the additional capabilities of working better in a high pressure application. Something else to point out is that because the gears and the shoe are made of the same material, it has the ability to handle a higher and a broader temperature range, because for thermal expansion and contraction, they both expand and contract at the same rate, Whereas with this style, you've got a non-metallic gear set and you've typically got a metallic cavity.
That makes sense.
The other thing to mention is that from a rebuild standpoint, you can rebuild these pumps with gear kits, but the suction shoe style, when you get a rebuild kit for the suction shoe, you get the gears and the shoe. When you have a rebuild kit for the cavity style, you get only the gears. So after a number of rebuilds, if you have deterioration of the cavity at all, that's not one of the rebuilds. You can get it, but it's not typical. Yep. So what you don't get is you don't get 100% like new rebuild. With the suction shoe style, because you get the shoe, which is what provides the cavity plate, and the gears, you get like new in rebuild performance.
Kimball, are all of the suction shoe style pumps much smaller than
No,
the cavity style?
Micropump makes a full range from small to large.
Even on the suction shoe?
Even on the suction shoe.
Okay.
So if we move these, you have a cavity style on your side, and I have a suction shoe style pump on my side. So let me take a look at the small version, OEM version. Take the plate off, take that rear cup off, take the magnet assembly out, and the intermediate kit, and you'll see a smaller version, right? So you can see your gears. And you see the suction shoe, and this one has a little bit of a different spring. Instead of having that little tiny coiled spring like the other one had, this has a spring that's held in place by a screw.
These are also frequently used in laboratories.
That's right.
Right?
So if you want to see the
Well,
inside,
far, I suppose.
so inside take off the bearing plate, got a Teflon gasket.
All the holes line right up. There's only one way to put these gaskets on, and each piece.
And so here's the cavity. In the small stainless steel. Here's. So you can see the difference in your typical OEM version.
And even this can run in reverse then.
Because it's cavity, it can run in reverse. That's right. The suction shoe is not designed to run in reverse.